Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Dark Shadows Reviews on Gemmy Master Animatronics, and today I'm just showing you a quick little tip. This isn't a how-to video. This is just kind of a good way to start diagnosing issues on a motherboard. So, pretty much, this is a 2007 Jason that I'm working on right here in front of you. It does not have a it does not have a head turn, which is so typical on the 07 Jason. This is the first year for Jason, so I'm gonna show you how I check to see where the track is for the movement. So first you plug it in. Do not keep it plugged in while you work on the board. You're just doing this temporarily. So now you're gonna turn it on. Just gotta wiggle his jack. His jack's screwed up. I have to replace that as well. So now, as you can see, he's completely moving. And what you would do, since you just saw me using him, is you're going to go in here one by one, unplugging each of these traces. And once you realize that, let's say the fry, all the other movements are moving, except for the fried movement isn't, you know that's the track. In my case, it's this one right here. This is for the head turn. But, for example, this one right here is for the speaker. So if I unplug that, he would just have no sound. If I unplug this one, I believe this is the machete. The arm would not be moving. This one would be the eyes then. The eyes wouldn't be moving. And then this one down here would be body turn. So if I unplug this one, the body turn wouldn't be moving. Now, what usually dies on the Jasons is the B772 transistor, and this is a transistor right here. They have 3 legs. There's only 4 main ones in this track, and then there's another one down here. I don't think that this 5th one is a part of the track, but due to its age, I am going to be changing all 4 of them, just because there's no point even testing it. If one's bad, I mean, what's the other 3? Usually when you buy them, they're in packs of like 50 to 100 anyways, when you buy them from China. And then here's another thing that I've actually never seen before on a Gemmy item. It's kind of like what the V2s do. It's just getting brittle and cracking, so I am going to rewire the try me button. I'm not just going to cut it back where it's still good. I'm going to detach it from the board, put new in, and then put new in on the push button, which is located right here, so that I don't have to worry about this anymore. So, yeah, guys, I'm going to go ahead and start replacing these transistors, and then once they're all replaced and this wire is replaced, I'll show you a demo activation of him. So don't mind my, my shaky hand here, but this right here is the new transistor I just put in. I have to cut those legs. The one in front of it where you see the 3 open holes, that is a D882 transistor. I have to go grab those. The one that I just pulled out is a B772. So that one was replaced. I have 2 more to do, and then hopefully I can test this guy and it'll all be working. Okay, so really quick, guys, I changed 5 transistors. One being this one, the one behind it, right there, one behind that one, and then right down here. My soldering tip got destroyed. It's been like almost 2 years old, so the soldering joints started out and then went to pretty poor. I promise they usually don't look this bad, but yeah, he works now, so I'm gonna go ahead, change out these wires really quick while I'm down in the base here, and then I will go ahead and give you a quick demo just without the machete arm on, because it'll hit the ceiling. Okay, guys, so here he is, all restored. Like I said, no machete hand on him right now, just for, you know, quick demo. This one still actually has to be reviewed, but sadly I can't do it down here because these ceilings are too low. I do have another Jason down here, which you can kind of see him in the back corner. That is the 09 model. My 08 is in the shed, and my 2010 is upstairs in the office. This one usually goes in my bedroom because it's my favorite one. And I picked him up, God, years ago, probably 2016. I would say 2015, 2016 is when I got him, and all he did was body turn. The eyes didn't move, the machete arm didn't move. The machete arm, I ended up showing how I fixed it on my personal channel on Dark Shadows Reviews, showing it was simply just a belt that was off. it wasn't actually broken or damaged. It just slipped off somehow. So I put it back on, and I just replaced it today, 9 years later. And believe it or not, that belt was still okay. It was not this one. It was this one right here. It was still actually okay. It just needed to be changed. I've been doing a lot of restorations down here. I had that Freddy. That one's screwed, though. That was just a motherboard problem that can't get any life out of it. This one, I just replaced the gear in the eyes, replaced the motor for the eyes, replaced the entire neck mechanism because I pulled it out when I was younger because I thought that once a movement was fried, that was it. The body turn wasn't stripped out yet, because for those of you that don't know, the 2006 and 2007 life sizes that had body turn, they had a different gear. It was pretty much the same gear. It's in a head turn, so it was more prone to stripping out. And then they updated it in 2008 to a totally different gear that was much bigger, and they didn't strip out. So I converted that whole thing over just now. Replaced the gear in the eyes, gear in the neck, and I actually gave it the updated neck mechanism from the 2010 life sizes, and it seems to be doing pretty good. I didn't think it would work, and I was kind of just doing it as an experiment, and sure enough, it works pretty good. This is my first time demoing him standing up. I've just been testing him laying on the floor, and then obviously what this whole video was about, the motherboard, the B772 transistor is the one that goes in that track. There's 5 transistors, 3 B772s and 2 D882s. I replaced both D882s even though it wasn't necessary, and 3 B772 transistors even though only one was bad. I just changed them all because they're old. That track just tends to go out for whatever reason. Most life sizes, 07 Jason, 07 Vigor, 07 Fat Butler, 07 Brain Monster, 07 Leatherface, they and all the other various life sizes in 2007 seem to have major board issues. This one only suffered from the neck turn, the head turn, and this one only has ever had a moving arm pretty much since I got it. Because the body turn ended up quitting. The motor was locking up, so I gave it a new motor as well. Good fresh rebuild. So here we go. We'll demo it for you. Review will be coming soon. Yeah, so there he was, and I did replace, it's actually on the floor over here, I didn't pick it up yet. I did replace the wire as well that I had showed you for the try me button. You could see it's all broken there, and it's not focusing very well, but yeah, there you go. It was like constantly touching itself, so even when it was just on try me, you would think it was on sensor, because it would just constantly go off and off and off. Because pretty much the way that the push buttons work is it just completes a circuit. They're both the same colored wire, and you could touch those 2 wires together all day long. You'll never fry it, because that's what you do when you press the button. Pretty much when you press the purple try me button down there, what you're doing is you're completing the circuit and touching those 2 wires together, which just gives it a jump and sends the 9 volts to it to tell it to power on. So yeah, that's really it. Board work is something I was never ever comfortable with. I never liked it, and I'm still not, 100% with it. I'm just basically still in the process of learning, and thanks to people such as Chase and even Kai has helped me multiple times with stuff that I wasn't too familiar with or just learning, and then I ended up going on from there. The first person I ever talked to about board work was someone in the community, Roger Goslin. He's not really in it anymore. He was a big help, and I sent quite a few of my boards to him, and he did great work. And then Chase started getting really good at board work, and now I talk with him about it. But for the most part, I'm pretty much on my own. I've been pretty good. If there's something I can't handle, or I can't figure out, I will send it out. But I'm trying to think of what stuff I've done board work on. Obviously, this one, you saw that. That Hungry Harry, the second gen, I had to do board work on him. That Vigor over there, had to do board work on him. What else? There's quite a few other things I've had to do board work on. That Freddy, that Deadeye Drake over there, that Deadeye Drake, Party Monster. There's been 3 2010 Freddys, not including the failed attempt at this one. This one's just completely shy. It looks like it's like sat in a foot of water for a year. But a Party Hardy life size I just did for Peter. So I mean, I've been getting good at it, and that's really all I have to say. Really happy with him, the fact that he fully works. It's probably one of the very few 07 Jasons that are still fully functioning to this day. I know there's a lot more people now that do know how to do board work, but for a long, long time there wasn't, including the Gemmy fan. He just said that once a motherboard was fried, that was it, which isn't the case unless it gets to the chip. And then there was a couple videos he made. One of them was Party Monster, showing that the head turn wasn't working, and then that he did board work, but he actually just spliced into the wires for the eye movement. So he never actually did board work because he couldn't figure it out. And I mean, hey, nothing against that, nothing wrong with that. Nobody could figure out for the longest time. And now we're starting to learn it. So luckily we were able to get this guy fully going. So here we go, one more demo, and then I'll end the video.